I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad,
Yeah.
baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay.
I'm Audrey Steenkamp, a SAP Senior Appraiser. Keep on watching GH Dog TV.
GH Dog TV, your number one TV for all dog lovers.
Welcome to GH Dog TV, your number one dog TV for all dog lovers, and my name is Solo One. You can call me the dog blogger. If you are new on our channel, kindly subscribe to our channel and then you hit on the notification bell icon for more exclusive and amazing dog content. And then you also follow us on all of our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at GH Dog Blogger. Now, dog lovers, I'm sure you are seeing this beauty right here. Very beautiful Boerboel right here. If you're a Boerboel lover, trust me, you're going to love this video because you're going to talk more about Boerboels. Today on the show, I have a special guest right here. Yes, he is a Boerboel breeder and also an executive of the Boerboel Breeders Association of Ghana. So dog lovers, let's go for a quick break. We'll be back shortly, and when we get back, we're going to get right into today's episode. My name is Solo One. You can call me the dog blogger. Don't go anywhere. Okay, welcome back, dog lovers. I told you today I'm getting up close with a Boerboel breeder. All the information you want to know about Boerboels, trust me, you're going to get everything right here. Bossman, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Solo. Thank you.
It's always great meeting up with you, Bossman.
Yeah, always. Because this is like the fourth time I've met you. It's a pleasure meeting you every time. Thank you so much for having me today.
You're always welcome, Bossman. Now, officially, I know some of my viewers will know you, but for somebody who is just bumping into this video, I'd like you to officially introduce yourself to my dog lovers, your kennel name, position, and all of that.
Okay, I'm Kujo Boateng of African Paw Boerboels, and I'm the organizer for Boerboel Breeders Association of Ghana. Yeah.
Now, before we even get to the Boerboel Breeders Association of Ghana, let's talk about African Paw. So you're into just Boerboels?
Yes, I breed only Boerboels, and I've been around for a long time, but I specified into Boerboels since 2017. Yeah, and then it's been Boerboels all the way.
I'm loving this beautiful Boerboel right here. Now, drop out your social media handles, contact details, and then we proceed with the interview.
So on Instagram, you can get me on African_Paw_Boerboels. On TikTok, I'm the only African Paw Boerboels there. So when you type African Paw Boerboels, it will pop up. And then you can WhatsApp me on 0265685828, or you can call me on 0244040050. Yeah.
You heard it, dog lovers. Link up with the Bossman right here. Now, Bossman, let's get to the Boerboel Breeders Association of Ghana. For somebody who is hearing of it, can you tell us something about the Boerboel Breeders Association of Ghana? I've seen that you've held a lot of shows and appraisals over the years. So, you being the organizer, right? Yes. I'd like you to tell my dog lovers about the Boerboel Breeders Association of Ghana.
Okay. So, the Boerboel Breeders Association of Ghana is an organization that sees to every activities concerning the Boerboels, and then we are subs-affiliated. You know, the Boerboels is not an origin of Ghana. It's from South Africa. So we are affiliated to the parents' body in South Africa, and then we see to all their events in Ghana. So we just represent the Boerboel community from South Africa in Ghana. Yeah, so that's what we do.
Nice one. In case I'm sure you heard SABS. Yes, if he says SABS, he's referring to the South African Boerboel Breeders Society. We'll talk more about BBAG, that is the Boerboel Breeders Association of Ghana in short. But then let's talk a bit about the Boerboel breeding in general. Just tell my dog lovers something about this beautiful breed.
First of all, I'd like to say the Boerboel is a magnificent breed. As you can see, my boy here, Middle Post Bogum. You know, everything about them is just prominent. You know, their head, their composure, their bone, their character, attitude, everything. You know, I'll choose the Boerboel over any other breed because they are territorial. They know when to guard you. They know when to protect you. They know when to, you know, come around you to feel loved. They just know what to do. They're just good at their work, and that's it.
The beautiful thing is they are also from our part of Africa.
Yes, it's from Africa, you know, and as my name is African Paul, you know, because I'm African, I just love everything African. You know, I have an English name, but I introduce myself as Kojo Boateng because I'm an African. So I think we should embrace, you know, everything that is African. And since the Boerboel is from Africa, from South Africa, I just love to do it. And mind you, they were bred, you know, back in the days, in the 80s in South Africa, you know, there were so many dogs around, like the way we have many dogs in Ghana. And then they wanted specific dogs to perform specific roles for them. You know, they had families, they had people from other parts of the world who came to South Africa to settle, to do business, for mining, and then for other activities. And then, so they wanted a particular breed that was going to fulfill their ideas. So then they came up with the Boerboel. So the Boerboel guarded their homes, guarded their minds, provided companionship for their families, you know, and then deterred other animals. You know, I know you've watched videos about Boerboels fighting with other animals in the mountains, in the jungles and all that. So the Boerboel is just a strong breed that fulfills their purpose.
Okay, nice one. I'm sure my dog lovers, you're loving the conversation right here. We are talking about the Boerboel right here. And bro, I know that the Boerboel Breeders Association of Ghana, you'll be having lots of dog events, appraisals, like I mentioned earlier on. I've got people who ask me, what is the Boerboel appraisal for? Why do they do the appraisal? Today, for somebody who is watching us and may not know about the appraisal and all of that, let me ask, what is the Boerboel appraisal? Why should Boerboels be appraised?
Okay, so Boerboels need to be appraised. First of all, for you to appreciate the dog that is in front of you. You know, like I said, the Boerboel originates from South Africa, and all of us can also identify a Boerboel when we see one, or at least we have an idea of how a Boerboel looks like. But the appraisal gives us the opportunity to bring someone who is a custodian of the breed. You know, someone who has learned, someone who has in-depth knowledge on the breed, on how the breed is supposed to look like, on how the ideal Boerboels that were formed earlier were supposed to look like. And then let's say they compare and contrast the physical Boerboel, what we have in front of us. You know, they compare it with the ideal picture they had initially. So that is the whole idea about appraisal. So in appraisal, you know, you bring your dog to the judge. So it means a judge is like an examiner. You know, like when we went to school, you write an exam. You know, after being taught everything in class, you write an exam at the end of the term, and then the examiner marks. So the examiner has a marking scheme, and then compares your answers to the marking scheme, and then gives you the score. So that is the same thing that appraisal is all about. So that is the same idea that appraisal carries. So it is like they have a marking scheme, and then we all know that the highest score is 100. So we compare your dog to the marking scheme, and then we score your dog based on the features your dog has. So it has nothing to do with your dog's grandparents, like about the pedigree that people normally talk about. I want a pedigree dog. No, appraisal doesn't has nothing to do with your dog's pedigree. It is all about how your dog looks at the time the judge is appraising your dog. Yeah.
Nice one. So if I'm getting it well, there's the marking scheme, which is the breed standard. So the judge is going to check the dog, and then he's going to compare it to the breed standard, and after that you go like, okay, your dog scored 80%, 85, and all of that.
Yes. So we know that I always use a school scenario because I feel it is very easy to understand. So let's say on the terminal report, okay, your son comes home, he scores an 80, the teacher gives this remark, very good. He scores 90, the teacher gives this remark, excellent. That is the same way. So if your dog scores 90, it means that per the ideal Boerboel that was formed way back, it looks like like the picture they were trying to paint. So you feel like because of, let's say, maybe your dog was supposed to have a straighter back, that is the top line, but maybe it had a little bow, so a few marks will be deducted. Like in school they say clarity of expression, you do not express your answers well, so instead of 5 the teacher gives you 3 or 4. So comparing with the ideal Boerboel, the picture that they wanted to paint, they give your dog a 90, an 85, an 80, an 84, 84.3, 89.1, and this boy right here scored 86.1. Yeah, so it means that ideally he's like 13.9 marks away from the ideal Boerboel. I hope you understand it. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm sure my dog lovers are loving the conversation right here. Today he's throwing more light. He's telling us about the Boerboel appraisal. There's a Boerboel appraisal coming soon. Yes, he'll drop out the details and everything very soon, how you can register and everything. So bro, that takes me to my next question. Can any Boerboel be appraised, or it's supposed to be just pedigree dogs? Or
so first of all, like I say, appraisal has nothing to do with your dog's pedigree. The pedigree just shows the lineage of your dog. The pedigree, as the name suggests, it shows who's the mother, who's the father, the mother's father, mother's mother, mother's great grandfather. It just shows the families like that. Appraisal has nothing to do with the pedigree of a dog. Appraisal has everything to do with how your dog looks right now. So let's say you go to, like my friend has a dog, he thinks it's a Boerboel. You can bring it for appraisal. And as I said, we have an ideal picture we compare with. So if you bring your dog, and we all know how a Boerboel looks like, you feel like it looks like a Boerboel, but the judge sees your dog and says this is not a Boerboel, then it means that your dog is not a Boerboel. Automatically your dog is disqualified. It is not a Boerboel. And then on pedigree dog can come, and then yes, it looks like a Boerboel, but because maybe we do not know the mother or the mother's mother or the mother's father, since it looks like a Boerboel, the judge will appraise the dog and then give the scores that is due the dog. Yeah, so every dog can be appraised. Once you think it's a Boerboel, you can bring your dog over and then we appraise the dog. Yeah.
What's the ideal? Which ages can you appraise a dog? I get people who ask me questions personally, or they ask me, I have this dog, can I bring this dog for appraisal? My dog is a puppy, is at this age, can I bring the dog for appraisal? I'd like you to tell us about all of these things. So at which age can Boerboels be appraised?
Boerboels can be appraised from 13 months to whatever age you want to appraise them. Now, dogs reach maturity or adolescence from 1 year till, let's say, 2.5, 3 years, and then all the features actually come out. Now it's left with the dog is not going to grow tall again, but the dog can grow bigger. So from 13 months, if you feel you want to you want to appraise your dog, you can bring your dog for appraisal. Yeah.
Nice one. And can you also do a reappraisal? Like you've already appraised the dog before, and then you want to come and appraise the dog again. Can that also be possible?
Yes, why not? Because let's say you appraise your dog at 13 months. At 13 months, the dog is not fully grown. If you after let's say 2 years or 3 years, that's after 24 months or after 36 months, you feel like now your dog looks way better than it used to look 13 months when it was 13 months. That was 1 or 2 years ago. So you can bring your dog for a reappraisal. So let's look at my boy like this, Medopos Bogum. I know he scored around 84 earlier when he was in South Africa, and then when he was brought to Ghana, he was reappraised and he scored 86. So reappraisal is you're always welcome to reappraise your dog every time or anytime we are holding an appraisal. Yes, and sometimes even though the judge has an idea, he also has his own discretion on how your dog is supposed to look. Another judge may see the dog and say, oh, this dog looks this way, which may be not so much different, but a little bit different from what the previous judge told you the previous time. And then it is always good to get knowledge from different people, because different people also get their knowledge from so many other people. So it is always good to appraise and reappraise your dog. You get anytime you appraise your dog, the judge will always pass comments about your dog that is going to help improve the progeny of whatever dog you have. So the whole idea about breeding is we are improving upon the breed. Now when you come for appraisal, the judge is going to look at your dog and say, wow, your dog has a very good top line, however the angulation is so bad, however the pastings are not so firm, however the forearms are not so straight, however the head is not too broad, however your dog lacks pigmentation. So when you are breeding your dog, you breed with, let's say, a brindle dog for a very good pigmentation. You breed with this particular dog. He can even pick a dog a dog from the gathering and then say, you know what, next time when you are breeding your dog, breed to this particular dog. It is going to complement this and that. Let's say the ears of your dog are so erect, they have to fall. So next time when you are breeding, breed to this particular dog. Yes. So it even guides you on which particular dog to consider when you are planning on your breeding. Yes. So I feel it is very good to bring your dogs around for appraisal, for such remarks to be made about your dog. Yeah. And then let me clear one thing. Reappraisal doesn't mean your dog is going to score higher than what he scored earlier. The dog can even score lower, because let's say when your dog was appraised at, let's say, 2 years, the coat was very shiny, or it looked very good, it looked very happy. Now maybe you were not even the one who presented the dog for appraisal that time, and then you get a dog because of environmental factors and all that. Your dog doesn't look that good anymore. Your dog, now your dog looks so timid. Your dog doesn't feel free. Your dog runs away when he sees people. So next time, your dog is going to lose marks for confidence, for temperament. Sorry, he's going to lose marks for temperament, for skin and coat, for presentation. And then, mind you, you are supposed to be able to show some features of your dog, like the teeth of your dog. If you're not able to show the teeth of your dog, you're going to lose marks for it. So let's say if the first appraiser was able to show all these kind of features of the dog and you are not able to do that, you're going to lose scores for it. Yeah. So appraisals also depends on you, the owner or the breeder of the dog, and the dog itself. So if you have a bond with your dog, the way you're going to present your dog, you're going to show your dog, is different from an outsider holding your dog into the ring. your dog hasn't met the individual before, so he doesn't know how to behave around him. So that's it about appraisal. You should also get a bond with your dog before you enter the square to appraise your dog.
Wow. Nice one, dog lovers. I'm sure you're loving it. I told you today, lots of knowledge from the boss man of African Poor Boerboels and the organizer of the Boerboel Breeders Association of Ghana. Okay, bro, so let's talk about the upcoming Boerboel appraisal. Yes, I've seen the flyer. I'm sure it's on the screen right now. They can see the details and everything. Tell us about the Boerboel appraisal. And I saw something on the flyer, DNA profiling. I always see it on the appraisal flyers and all of that. I also like you to talk about that too as well as you drop out the details for the Boerboel appraisal.
Okay, so on the flyer, it says appraisal fee, which is, we are bringing someone from South Africa or from another part of the world or another country to come and appraise your dog. So you need to pay a fee so that we can also fund this activity. Like I always say, we didn't choose the breed chose us, and then we need to work to make the breed stand out from other breeds, to put Ghana out there, to show them that even though we were not the creators of this breed, we can always do it. Like Kwakese said, "When I'm on the buy, so any hits, that kind of thing, So we need to do something like that, and then so you need to pay a fee to appraise your dog, a small fee, But always, if you are a B-Bag member, we give you a discount, and that's how it is done. So I urge everyone to become a B-Bag member, so that you learn so much about the breed. You know what you're about. You get seats on our forums, on our seminars. You interact with our people we deal with most of the time for these seminars on a normal day. You understand, which you wouldn't get when you're not a member. So let me go to the DNA. Okay, so there are many dogs around. There are quite a number of breeds, over 50 breeds we know in Ghana, aside our local dogs. Now, someone would say, this my dog is a Boerboel. Yes, the appraiser will come and then say, yes, your dog is a Boerboel, or your dog is not even a Boerboel. So what shows that your dog is a Boerboel? You need to do a DNA. It's like DNA. We know what DNA does to show the parents of a particular offspring. So we show the parents of your dog. So if you tell me that, this is Middle Post Bogum, his father is SA Superior Bogum, and his mother is Shadrach Moka, truly I'll have to take the blood sample and then test if truly those are the parents. Mind you, the parents have also been DNA profiled to show Bogum's grandparents, and the grandparents have also been DNA profiled to show all that. So it's like from generation to generation, I have to prove that truly it is an offspring of this dog. Yes, so that is why we do the DNA profiling. And then secondly, the DNA profiling also helps, breeders to also register their puppies. So you cannot just get up and say, I have a bunch of puppies. I know they are Boerboels. I've submitted them to SABS. I need them to be registered on their database. No, they need to know the parents of the dogs, so that if they're already on the database, they just refer to it, and then your dog is added. So let me give you this scenario. When I need to register my I'm a SABS member as well. I've been registering puppies since 2020. So if I need to register puppies, I just share the parents' names, and then their microchip number. So the DNA profile goes with the microchip number. So when I share the parents' microchip number or their DNA number, they just input into the database and it just draws everything. So they just update it with the most current puppies, and that's it. They don't need to go back and or do all the entries. They already have the entries. They just get the number, and then it prints out all the information they need. So the DNA profile is to prove that your dog is, first of all, actually a Boerboel, and to prove that it is from these parents. Yeah, that is why we do the DNA profiling, and it also helps to register your puppies on the database. Yeah, so it means that you've proven that this dog is a Boerboel and it's from this parent. So then you can go ahead and register on the Boerboel database. Yeah, that is why we do the DNA profiling.
Nice one, dog lovers. And the Boerboel appraisal is happening on the 20th of May at the Ifwa Sutherland Park in Accra, Ghana. And the time is
So it starts at 7. It starts at 7, but please be on time. Please, you can come as early as 5:30. You relax your dogs. You meet a few people, because all of the top tier breeders in Ghana are going to be around, because this is the biggest event for Boerboel right now. This is the biggest event for Boerboels right now. So please come early, pick up a few contacts, socialize your dog well, because your dog is going to meet a whole lot of dogs. Now, if your dog is not, if your dog doesn't know how to behave around other dogs, you are going to lose marks for temperament. So come as early as possible, so that you can socialize with other breeders. But the main event is going to start at 7. We are going to give priority to pregnant dogs and dogs on heat, because it can cause a little bit disturbances. Pregnant dogs do not need to be exposed to so many things when they are new environments and all that when they are pregnant. So please, if you know you have a pregnant dog and you need to appraise your dog, please come very early so that we do yours for you. We give you priority so that your dog can go back to the kennel and then rest. If your dog is on heat, please come early, because there will be males around that will like to mount your dog. So when your dogs are on heat, please bring your dogs very early so that we can appraise your dogs for you, and then you can move your dogs to your kennels or move them far away from the main event so that it doesn't cause any disturbances to the main event. Because if there's a dog on heat and then there's a male, it is not going to pay attention to whatever we are doing. It focuses on the heat. Yeah. So these are a few tips, please. Know how to move your dog on a leash. Bring water for your dogs. Bring a towel so that you can wipe your dogs. There are some dogs that drew a lot, so they drew a lot. So that you bring a towel, you clean everything before you get into the ring. Socialize your dog well, and then I think it's going to score. All the environmental factors is based on you, but the physical ones, is based on the dog itself. Yeah.
Is it just for dogs in Ghana, or neighboring countries? Dogs from neighboring countries can also join.
Yeah, so people from neighboring countries like Togo, Benin, Burkina Faso, Mali can represent. On a large scale, we even sell puppies to them. I've sold puppies last year I sold puppies to Burkina Faso. Last year I sold puppies to 5 neighboring countries. So they can also bring their dogs and appraise. And then we even look at, going out there, even though it's a big bag, if they do not have a society, since we are, we can go there and then organize it for them, and then we come back and then do the whole thing for them. We just want to show the world that Ghana can do it. Ghana can do it like the way the SA people do. Yeah.
Nice one. Ghana can do it. Same as how the SA people do. 20th May, Ifwa Sutherland Park, Accra, in Ghana, West Africa. Time is 7 a.m. But just as the boss man said, please come on time. Even if you can come at 5:30 a.m., come, relax. And it's going to be very nice. You get the chance to meet the top Boerboel breeders. You get to learn. Even if you do not have a Boerboel, you can come around and learn about the breed, as the judge is going to be pouring out a lot of knowledge. And I think I heard that the judge is coming from Zimbabwe. Shippy, I can't always mention the surname.
We are Africans. Our names are so big. So his name is Shupi I cannot mention the other one. Chimney or something. Yeah, but he's been in Ghana before. This is his second time coming to Ghana, and his first time, mind you, he gave me a lot of insights on the Boerboels. And I've been to so many appraisals in Ghana before I was an organizer of BBAC, and I've gotten so much knowledge. Andre has been here for 2 or 3 times, and then Shupi, this is the second time Shupi is coming. He's from Zimbabwe, so big up Shupi, and we can't wait to get you here to Ghana to give us some knowledge on the Boerboels, to guide us on what to do in the upcoming years.
Nice one, boss. We'll be wrapping up very soon. I'm sure my dog lovers are really loving the conversation, right? They're all about Boerboels, the appraisal, DNA, profiling, and a whole lot of details. Now, let me ask this question. What about our people in the other cities in Ghana, like Takoradi, Kumasi, Sunyani, and all of that?
Yeah, so we've been doing it for them over the years, but this time in May, we'll have another appraisal in November. But this May is for Accra only. Yeah, because we'll have a bigger one. We foresaw that there will be so many dogs in November, and then we know that an appraiser cannot appraise so many dogs at a time. Yeah, so we decided to divide it. But looking at resources too, we could not take it to other regions. So if you are from another region, let's say Takoradi, Kumasi, and you have a Boerboel and you want to appraise, you can come as well. But we will have another one in November. Yeah. So that one we will represent in either Takoradi or Kumasi. We are yet to decide on where we'll do it. And then in the November one too, there will be a show. Yeah. So we have so many upcoming events. We have another appraisal. We have a show. We have seminars that will be both on Zoom and then physical seminar. We would have to bring another expertise from another country to talk about 1 or 2 issues concerning the Boerboel or the dog fraternity as a whole. Yeah, you know that so far we've done about 2 or 3 seminars this year. We are doing so well. We've addressed so many issues. I think the first one we addressed how to nurture puppies. That was early this year, and then I think last month we did reproduction in dogs. Yeah, so we are going to talk about some other topics like using the tool, the pedigree tool. That's logics. We will talk about it. We will talk about other matters concerning the dogs as a whole, and then the Boerboels. Yeah.
Nice one. Somebody is loving the topics you're talking about. So if somebody wants to be a member of the Boerboel Breeders Association of Ghana, which is affiliated to the South African Boerboel Breeders Society, does the person necessarily have to own a Boerboel, or the person has to be a breeder before they can join? And how's the process like? Contact details and all of that.
Yeah, so you do not need to own a Boerboel to become a member of BBAC. You just need to love the breed. That's it. So you just need to love the breed. You just need to be so enthused about whatever goes on with the breed. And then you could just contact me on WhatsApp or call me. My number is on the screen. You can just call me, and then we talk about how to be a member, or even at large how to be a sponsor. Because at first I said we didn't choose the breed chose us. Okay, and then everything we are doing, we are not getting profit from it. We are just doing it because we love the breed so much and we want to put Ghana out there. Okay, so if you love the breed so much like us, and then we are working hard to put Ghana out there, to make sure that your favorite breed is being talked about on social media, it's been talked about over the internet. And so it's been talked about over the internet. You can as well do us a great deal by saying, okay, we want to sponsor your activities, which of course you are doing for us. Thank you so much for the kind courtesy you are doing for us. We really appreciate it. Sorry. So you don't need to become necessarily a dog owner to sponsor. You can be a dog lover, you can be a pet shop, you can be a company, you can be, anybody, just to be a member of VBAG or to even be a sponsor. Yeah. So that's it.
Nice one, dog lovers. You heard it from the boss man right here. Pick the contact details, link up with him, get all the details you want to know about the Boerboel Breeders Association of Ghana. I think the social media is also BBAGGH on Instagram. Right?
Yeah, BBAGGH on Instagram. And then on Facebook, it's Boerboel Breeders Association of Ghana. Yeah. Or even on Instagram, if you search Boerboel Breeders Association of Ghana, it will get to our page. So you will see our logo right there, and then it's written at the back. Boerboel Breeders Association of Ghana. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So
nice one. Very beautiful branded T-shirt here. Boerboel Breeders Association of Ghana. Now, boss man, well, we are wrapping up the interview. I'd like you to tell my dog lovers something. Just say your final message, boss man.
All I have to say to you is that you should love the breed, because the breed gives you therapy. The breed loves you genuinely. The breed has a lot for you. The breed can even bring out something you never thought of. Just love the breed, just support the breed. Support the breeders who do the work in getting even your favorite dog. And then socialize with the breeders, join BBAG to get more info on some of the questions that are bothering you. I know from this interview, people will call me and then ask me so many questions concerning the breed, concerning so many things that they've wanted to ask people, and then they are not even getting answers to, even on Google. So just love the breed, be at peace with the breeders, interact with people. There's no need to. Of course, there's going to be competition, but it should be a healthy one. It should be a healthy one. Oh, I like your dog. Your dog has this and that. I feel like my dog doesn't have this. So, let's come together and do something. When we come together to do something, that is when we are going to also come out and breed the Grumberg Rambos, the bigger dogs who have also influenced our modern day Boerboels. Yeah. Our modern day Boerboels look different from the old Boerboels we used to have, and a few dogs have played a very good role, like the Cabaret dogs, like Rambo, those beautiful dogs, the black Boerboels, the modern day Boerboel. Yeah. So a whole lot of dogs have improved our modern day Boerboels, like Ramcat. So please, just love the breed and love everything that goes on with the breed and support it. Yeah, that's all.
Nice one, dog lovers. That's the boss man, Mr. Kojo Boateng, the boss of African Paw Boerboels and the organizer of the Boerboel Breeders Association of Ghana. He's dropped a lot of information right here, and I'm sure you loved this episode. If you're new on our channel, you kindly subscribe to our channel and then you hit on the notification bell icon for more exclusive and amazing dog content. And then you also follow us on all of our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at GH Dog Blogger. If you want to link up with GH Dog TV, you pick the contact details on our screen, 055-328-4056. My name is Solo1. You can call me the Dog Blogger. Catch you another time.
GH Dog TV, your number one TV for all dog lovers.